Hi, and welcome back to Heather Rose Up. I am Heather. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will be doing a 6-month WW update vlog. To recap, especially for those who are new here, I have been following the WW, formerly known as Weight Watchers program, since February 22nd of 2019. I started this channel on March 31st of 2019. I started this channel to help hold myself accountable by posting weekly updates, grocery hauls, meal plans, and sometimes my food, along with a few other things in between. It is a little crazy for me to stop and realize that I have been following WW for 6 months. To some of you watching, that might not be a big deal. For some of you, it might be. For me, it's huge. And the reason being is I can't remember the last time I followed something and stuck with something for 6 months. The only thing I can think of is when I first had my weight loss surgery 11 years ago. If you're not sure what I'm referring to, I definitely recommend the 2 videos that I have linked in the description below that help explain that a little more. So here I am, 6 months later. I have lost some weight, I've lost some inches, I've gone down in a few sizes, but the biggest change that I've noticed of myself are my habits. And the biggest one is that I have showed up for myself every single week for the past 6 months. I have gone to a workshop every single week for the past 6 months. Workshops used to be known as meetings, in case you were wondering. My plan, I go into the studio to weigh in and stay for the workshop. I do know that a lot of people do their program online. It is a great program for those who use it. It just wasn't for me. So starting out going into my very first workshop, I didn't set a goal to go every week. I just knew, if I was going to get my money's worth, I better show up. It became so much more than that for me. Every single week I leave that workshop, whether I've had a weight loss or a weight gain, I always leave that workshop in such high hopes, high spirits, and I feel like I'm ready to conquer the world. I don't know if it's just my group or what, but the group of people that I see each week, I truly feel like they are family now. I've gotten to know a lot about these people, and we share so much. We share our strengths, our weaknesses, our successes, and our bumps. I won't call them failures because they're not failures. And I honestly look forward to going each week. I actually just finished recording my weekly update for the week prior as you're watching this. And I mentioned that I wasn't sure if I would be posting my 6-month update this week or next week because I will be away while you're watching this. And my first thought was I'll post it next week because my most recent weigh-in, I experienced a gain for the 2nd week in a row. And I'm thinking to myself, I'll post my 6-month update when I get back, and hopefully I'll have lost all of that by then. Which would have been nice. It would have been nice to be able to say, I lost 25 pounds in 6 months, but I experienced a gain for 2 weeks. And I realized I wasn't being honest to myself if I waited until I lost that again, because gaining is part of the journey. And it's something that I've accepted for myself as well, as long as I'm following the program and pushing myself. Yes, I have ups and downs. Sometimes it's easier one week and it's a struggle the next week. So to be honest with myself, at 6 months down, I am down 23.8 pounds. I was at 25 pounds. But like I said, I gained in the past 2 weeks. That's where I am at 6 months, 23.8 pounds. If you're watching this video contemplating joining Weight Watchers and you think to yourself, 23 pounds in 6 months, that's nothing. No, it's definitely something. And who knows where I would be right now if I hadn't joined Weight Watchers. And like I said, this program has been so much more to me than just watching the numbers go down on the scale. 6 months ago, my first goal was to lose 22 pounds, and that's because that was 10% of my body weight when I started. So I got to that point. My next goal is to get down to 180. And that's because that's what I weighed when I got married almost 3 years ago. So I would love to be able to fit in my wedding dress again. Not that I plan on wearing it, but it would be kind of fun to say, hey, I fit in my wedding dress again. I'm still not sure what my ultimate goal is. Some of you may know what lifetime is when it comes to WW. Basically, when you get to your goal weight and you stay that weight for a certain amount of time, you gain a lifetime status. I might be a little fuzzy on that. I will focus a little bit more on that a little further down the road. But I know that you can gain lifetime status where if you weigh a certain amount for a specific amount of time, you can go to meetings for free. I would love to be able to do that. And I probably can do that. But I'm trying not to focus on it because it is a lot more than I thought it would be. In my first video, I said my goal would be possibly 160. Well, to get to my WW goal, to be at a healthy BMI, I have to weigh anywhere between 108 pounds and 145 pounds. And the first time I saw that, I was just like a little crushed, not gonna lie, because then it seemed like my goal was just so far away. So again, I'm not focusing on that, but my goal still is to be a healthier version of myself. And I will continue to make small goals along the way. If I get there, great. As my stepdad would say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Probably not the best metaphor for this program. Something that I wish I did in the very beginning was measure myself. I never measured myself. I can tell you I went from a size 18, like squeezing into a size 18, to comfortably wearing a size 14. Before recording this, I measured myself so I can keep track of that for the next 6 months. I have no problem sharing my numbers. I am so desensitized when it comes to my weight because ever since I had my surgery, it just became a number and I didn't put any other value onto it. So I will share my measurements as well. And if it makes you feel uncomfortable, you can fast forward this part. But I hope to be able to look back on this in 6 months and notice the change in my measurements. I measured my neck and that was 14 inches. I measured my shoulders and that was 41 inches. My chest was 41 inches, biceps were 13 inches, forearms were 9.5 inches, my waist is 41.25 inches, my hips are 49.75 inches, upper thigh was 27.5 inches, my calf was 17 inches, and those are my measurements. I'm really interested to see, because I do know that a lot of people, when they experience weight loss, sometimes they see a bigger jump in the inches than they do on the scale because they're toning up, and I have been a lot more active than I was when I started 6 months ago. So the positive changes that I've made, other than losing 23, could have been 25 pounds, I've stuck to things. I've made goals for myself each week, and I've fought to either accomplish them or try to accomplish them every single week. I definitely think that this channel has a lot to contribute to that. I've become more active. My family and I, we go to Six Flags a lot. And I noticed that even when it was super hot, I didn't feel like I was dying this summer. Last year, I definitely did feel like that. I don't get out of breath going up and down stairs. My confidence has really increased. Even my WW leader. WW works for me on Instagram, by the way. Debbie. She's amazing. She commented that she has seen me blossom since she met me 6 months ago. I definitely feel more confident, especially when it comes to my appearance. And yes, my main goal is to be healthy, but we also want to feel better in our skin as well. And I'm definitely starting to feel that way. I bought a 2-piece in the past 6 months. If you don't follow me on Instagram, Heather Rose up on Instagram, by the way, I did post pictures of that, and that was a huge step for me. I feel like I've helped my family. I've helped them by guiding them in a healthier lifestyle. I definitely see myself continuing with this channel. I've upgraded a little bit on my editing. To be honest, this has become my hobby, and I mentioned that in the last collaboration video that I did, and I have a lot of fun with it. I definitely want to continue to do that. So if you're up for the ride, please continue to follow my journey. I have really appreciated the comments and the support that I've received so far. So for now, I'm just going to keep pushing. I'm not giving up. I haven't in the past 6 months, and I don't plan on doing it in the next 6 months. Thank you so much for following along on my journey. If you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to ask them in the comment section below. Please keep a lookout for my camping vlogs that are coming up. And as always, if you enjoyed watching this video, please check out the videos you see over here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy this video. And of course, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you will be alerted the next time I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, guys.